What is up, my friends? You are very welcome back after Liverpool have beaten Burnley by 3-1 to take a rightful place back atop of the Premier League table after Manchester City's 2-0 victory over Everton earlier on today. As always, this is your show. We want to know your thoughts on the game. We're going to ask you for your vote for man of the match as well. We'll get a couple of options up for a poll for you guys in a moment. Want to give a shout out as well to our amazing sponsors, manscaped.com. Don't forget, you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping anything at manscaped.com using our discount code Anfield20, all one word, or by scanning that QR code on the screen. Once again, that's 20% off and free shipping, including all products like the new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra or the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Whatever your little heart desires, our friends at Manscaped have got you covered, and your grooming game will be on point. Right, so let's get into it. How are we feeling? It wasn't vintage. It wasn't great, but it was a win. And it was a win that once again seen the goals nicely spread out between all of our forwards. A couple of assists for Elliott as well. Trent breaking the record now, the most assists from a defender in Premier League history. But in amongst all of that and the positivity, there was also some shoddy defending from set pieces, which we need to get a little bit better on. So we'll talk about that as well. And as always, it's up to you guys to have your say on what you think the future holds for this Liverpool team. It's another week now before we play. We're at Brentford at 12:30 next Saturday, so the lads have plenty of chance to rest and to prepare for that game. Hopefully we could have Mo back by that point as well. But look, I'm happy. It's a win. A win is a win is a win, and at this part of the season, that's all we can ask for, is to just picking up the 3 points. And yeah, there's a few things we need to work on. There's a few players who aren't carrying their load, shall we say. But otherwise, look, I'm not displeased. It's a win, and that's the main thing. 3 headers, said Agent X. Well, actually 4. Every goal in the game was a header, even the Burnley one. Who are you giving man of the match to? I don't pick man of the match. You guys do. So let's get a poll up. Hang on, I'll get a poll started here for man of the match. Right, suggestions. We need your suggestions for man of the match. So let me just get the poll. We're going to go with... We'll give Jota an option. Who else do we need an option? Diaz. We'll give Diaz an option then. Who else? Keep your suggestions coming for the man of the match poll. People are saying Elliott for his impressive second half. Yep, okay. Elliott. And I need one more option. Right, let's have a look. Who's coming in then? We've got Elliott in. Don't worry about that. Elliott's in. Nunez. Right, we'll go with Darwin. I've seen Darwin's name more than others. Right, here's your man of the match poll. It's up. There you go. Have your say in the man of the match poll. It's up there now. Jota, Diaz, Elliott, or... Oh, I spelled Darwin wrong. Sorry. I meant Darwin. Forgot the letter. That's why I shouldn't be doing these things, because I'm an idiot. So there you go. Have your... Oh, right, we'll take it down. People aren't happy. We'll go again. We're going to go again. Because apparently people aren't happy. I like to please people, so we'll go again. We'll start a new poll. Okay, 1 second. I've got you guys, don't worry. And who was the other one we were asking for? No. I'm missing one. Who was it from the first one that I had that wasn't Darwin? So I've got Endo, Jota, Elliott. I'm missing one more. Who was it? Diaz, that was the one. Right, there you go, friends. Vote away. I've taken out Darwin and I've replaced them as per your request. So Endo, Jota, Elliott, Diaz, they're your options for man of the match. Thank you for your help. Appreciate you. We'll leave that running for the remainder of the stream so we can pick the winner at the end. Have a look at the stats from the game, as you can see on the screen there now. 71% possession for Liverpool against 29 for Burnley. 25 total shots from Liverpool today, with 10 of those on target. 9 shots for Burnley with 4 on target. Liverpool had 9 corners, Burnley 3. So just a little bit above the normal average for a Premier League game there in corners. And yeah, I think total passes, again, Liverpool 648 to 271 for Burnley. Pass accuracy, Liverpool up at the 86% mark. It was Burnley at 65. Yeah, expected goals. Liverpool 2.76, Burnley 0.63. So there we are. That is all of the informazione. 2,000 people in the chat as well at the moment, friends. Welcome in. If you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, please do. We're very close to 241,000. Hey Craig, what about Shabby's favourite formation, 3-5-2? That would not suit us? I think it would, you know. I think it would. We might need to bring in another centre back, but I think with Connor Bradley, Andy Robertson, Costas Tsimikas, Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think we have the personnel to play. If that is the system he would adopt at Liverpool, I think we could play it. I missed the start of the second half. What happened to Trent? So it's an injury concern, I believe, is what happened to Trent regarding that. What's this one? Oh, let me just read this from the Mail Sport. 1 second. Premier League chief Richard Masters is under pressure from rebel clubs who have united against his leadership. There you go. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes in the Premier League, but they need to sort it out. What are my thoughts on Endo? I thought, considering he's just back from the Asia Cup, only started training back with us again from Wednesday, taking into account the jet lag and all I'm sure he had, I think Endo had a good game. I do. I think he can be very proud of his performance. I think it changed when Elliott came on in the second half. I thought he made a huge difference to the way that we played. And we looked a lot better without Trent on the pitch. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a hater, but we look better without Trent on the pitch. It is the biggest Darwin stan, and his goal made me tear up. It was so elegant yet so ferocious. His celebration was so passionate. Love him. His header was brilliant, and it was not an easy header. It was a little bit behind him, and he still managed to generate the power and guidance to get it past Trafford. It was a great header, so I agree with you. It was a very good goal. And it's great to see all of our forwards on the score sheet. Klopp made a great sub in Elliott. I agree. It was spot on. And Harvey made a big difference to the game. Who in your eyes deserves man of the match, said Init Ray. I'm probably leaning on the side of Jota, to be honest. Elliott had a huge impact on the game, and I can't push back against anybody who wants Elliott to be man of the match. I think it's a fair show. I think Jota though had a good part to play in this game today. As somebody pointed out during the live watch along, it was his quick reaction to try and get the second ball that allowed it to go to Elliott, who flicked it to Darwin for the third goal. So it was Jota not giving up and being quicker to react to it. Yeah, they're probably the standout ones for me. Diaz worked very hard. Full credit to him. Great to have Andy Robertson back in the squad. But yeah, I think I'd probably just tip my cap to Diogo Jota. And well done, by the way, for Curtis Jones being able to fill in at right back as well. Dare I say, a touch of the Steven Gerrards there, being able to be put in pretty much any position on the pitch. So well done to Curtis for helping out there while Trent was unable to play the second half. Man of the match, Endo or Elliott, said Eagle v Shark. Cash said Endo man of the match, brilliant player, suits our club perfectly. Yeah, and it was all the more impressive because he's just come back from the Asia Cup, as I said. Only Wednesday start training. So yeah, brilliant performance from Endo, and shows that he gets it. He just gets the system now. He gets the way that we play. For those asking about Trent, it's an injury precaution is what we're being told on Trent. So 59,896 was the official capacity today at Anfield, a record number, and that's going to tip over a little bit higher, of course, as we get the extra last few seats and that put in on the Annie Road end eventually. 3-1 FC is back, said Mustafa. Change Guidance said Elliott was great today when he came on though, kept the ball moving, picking out passes for chances. Chuffed for Nunez, good day all around. Absolutely, great day all around. Do you know what else would make your day better? Having not got hairy balls. That would make your day a lot better. And I am here to help you guys out with that. Don't forget, Manscaped and myself and 10 other million men worldwide are the ones who trust Manscaped with our family crown jewels. Get yourself over to manscaped.com, use our discount code Anfield20 to get yourself 20% off and free shipping, whether it's the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, or the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Our friends at Manscaped have got you covered, all of your grooming needs. I have hairy balls, said Barry Murray. Well, no more. Barry, listen to this, baby. Listen to this. That's the sound of power. That's the sound of your nuts getting the treatment they deserve, buddy. And there's this baby as well. The Weed Whacker, which is a brilliant, well-made device that will get away with that nose and ear hair that we don't like. What's wrong with hairy balls? Nobody likes them. I'm a boomer, and even I won't disrespect the lady with an unkempt mess down there. How did you rate Kwanzaa's performance? Considering he picked up a booking in 20 minutes, I think he did well to see through the game. Never easy when you pick up an early booking as a defender. So he did well to manage his way through and not put himself in danger of picking up a red. Obviously, we didn't have Ibrahim Kanade today because he wasn't able to get through the game against Arsenal without the second yellow. So we will have him back for the game against Brentford next week. One of the breaks, Diaz had an easy pass to Núñez but went for the harder pass to Jota. Do you think Diaz was unsure of Núñez finishing? No, probably just thought that was the right ball. Not saying you're not correct and it wasn't. Just, I don't overthink these things really. Happy with the win, mate, said Sufan. Absolutely. Delighted with that. Here's all the 3 p.m. scores for you, by the way. The lads have just sent them through to me, confirmation. Fulham 3, Bournemouth 1, Liverpool 3, Burnley 1, Luton Town 1, Sheffield United 3, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Brighton and Hove Albion 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Brentford 2. They are your 3 p.m. scores. And what that means to us is, of course, Liverpool are back atop of the Premier League table. Diaz, man of the match for me, said Orlando Medina. Do I know Dominic Soboslai? No, I don't know him personally. I wish I did. Remember, Endo not marking led to the goal for Burnley. Him and Diaz. I think it was two of them, mate. I think Endo lost his man. Diaz tried to cover, but neither really challenged them. But look, also for their header, it was a good header. You know, our marking was shocking, but you got to give credit to the header. It was a really, really good finish into the top corner. Remember that Endo not marking, we've done that one. What about James Milner as an assistant manager? Look, again, Milner could come into any club in a coaching role and would have a positive impact. Endo's incredible. Yeah, I love our Japanese midfielder. Absolutely, I'm with you on that one. Love a bit of Wataru Endo propaganda, so keep it coming. Let's have a look at the man of the match poll and see how that's looking so far. So we asked you guys, who are your Anfield Agenda man of the match? And so far, Wataru Endo leads with 36%. Harvey Elliott very close in second place with 35%. So you still have a big chance to change the outcome of this poll if you aren't happy. Diogo Jota with 17% and Lucho Diaz with 12%. Some flowers for Kelleher, a couple of crucial saves or critical saves, said Deborah. Yes, Deborah, and I'm glad you brought it up, mate. Thank you. Because he's come in for a lot of criticism from some Liverpool fans in recent time, and some of it deserved. You know, I'm not going to defend the indefensible, but today, like Deborah said, he made a couple of big saves, some good one-on-one goalkeeping. So yes, little mention for Queevy and Kelleher shouldn't go amiss. Can we get a Jota and Darwin sticker? Yeah, I will say it to the boys. I'm sure Ben's listening in the background now, and they will get working on that for the members, 100%. We always here to listen to what you guys want. Endo controlled the midfield very well, said Frighthouse Production. Yeah, he's great, isn't it? It's great. No notes, just well done, Endo. Great to have him back from the Asia Cup. Great to have that high pressing, high energy, in your face, all action Endo that we got to know and love a little bit before he departed for the Asia Cup. Craig, was Macca good? No, not today. Not for me. It's extra disappointing because I was really looking forward to seeing him be released into the more advanced position. But I felt like in possession today he was a bit loose with the passes. And I don't think we've seen the best of Alexis McAllister today. So I'm going to say, for me, no, not a great game. Potential injury to Trent, said the detective. Are we rushing players back too soon? Seems his left knee at strapping before kickoff. We were a little bit snookered today as well, because we know Connor Bradley. We know Gomez that could fill in at right back either. So maybe it was forced a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm sure Trent would have had to have been okay with being given the starting berth, but he was taken off at half time. And honestly, I think we looked better in the second half. You know, I don't know what that means going forward. I don't know if Klopp would put Bradley back in at right back, or, you know, what his thoughts are here. But I think we looked better without Trent on the pitch. Sorry if that upsets people, but that's how I feel about that performance. Elliott, when he came on, made the game far more secure for us, and I thought we had better control of it in the second half with Elliott on the pitch. Why were there so many injuries? It's just the amount of football top caliber players being asked to play these days. You know, when you've got mid-season international tournaments on, hectic pre-seasons with Liverpool as well, and then just mostly playing almost 2 games a week. Now, at the minute, we're a little bit fortunate, right? We had 6 days to prepare for this game, and now we've a full week to prepare for the Brentford game. We've no midweek European action this week, so, you know, you would expect we'd be fresh for that trip to London next weekend. When does Bradley return? I don't know. Whenever he's able, I think is the right answer. I like how Liverpool have handled this situation. I like how they've given him all the time he needs. You know, we have to remember there's human stories to this as well, and I'm fully behind the club's stance of giving him as long as he needs. Are you recovering? Are you covering Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich on top of the league state? No, I'm not, because I'll be in the middle of still doing my post match stuff. I'll be doing the player ratings, the social media reaction videos, and a few other bits and pieces. Lamborghini or Ferrari? Ferrari for me, probably. I would have usually said Lamborghini, but as I've gotten older, I'd probably say Ferrari. But I wouldn't buy either. I wouldn't spend that much money on a car. I love Trent dearly, but the slow, lazy look passing irritates me, said Naman P. Where is Mo? He's still injured, Vince. He will be back training this week, all going well, and fingers crossed we could have him available for selection for the Brentford game. What is it with Kenny? He always down in Liverpool and Premier Sport. I don't know, Dermot. To be honest, I try to zone out when Kenny Cunningham and the lads are on there. I like Owen McDevitt, by the way, as a presenter. I think Owen's a great presenter, and if he's ever out, I'll happily, work on Premier Sport the cover. But I don't know. I don't listen to Kenny Cunningham. What happened to squad battle? No one watched it. That's your sincere 100% honest answer. Nobody watched it, so we jacked it. And we're gonna go with the fan reaction video instead from social media, because we think it's probably something people would enjoy a bit more. We didn't need Maka and Endo. Elliott or Gakpo should have started. Oh, well, look, I've no issues with him starting McAllister. In fact, it's the prediction I went for as well. I totally understand your point about Elliott, and I think this will again show Klopp that he can trust Harvey Elliott and maybe deserves a starting berth while Dominic Szoboszlai isn't available on that right hand side. I think they don't pass the ball enough to Darwin, said Karina. Sometimes it's about the timing of his runs as well. He does have that tendency to stray offside a little bit occasionally, so maybe Darwin needs to just work on just holding that run for a little bit. You look like Dara O'Brien. Yes, I get that, yeah. A far better looking version, I hope you're about to say. Thank you very much. I have the looks. Dara has the intelligence, the comedic timing, and the career. And weirdly, we grew up about 5 miles away from each other. He's from Bray, I'm from Shankill. So maybe there's a postman somewhere with questions to answer. Maybe I should start flogging our live shows as Dara O'Brien shows. Maybe that'll help with ticket sales. What do you think of Piers Morgan saying LFC are afraid of Arsenal? Piers Morgan's a gobshite. Doesn't matter what he's talking about. Still a gobshite. Sorry. A big mouthy gobshite. Who talks absolute crap. So I don't really care what he has to say. Nobody on planet Earth has ever uttered the words "I'm scared of Arsenal." Nobody will. Nobody cares. Yeah. So I don't know what are we scared of. Like, show us your European Cups or shut up. Sit down. Let the big boys talk. Well said, Craig. PM is gutter slime. Anybody who hacks into phones and listens to dead people's voicemails doesn't get the right to have any moral superiority over anybody else. He's a greasy problem, is what he is. Yeah, I despise the man. He's vermin, as far as I'm concerned. Elliot seems better off the bench the majority of the time, said Paul Welch. Sometimes I think, and this isn't aimed at you at all, Paul. Sometimes I just think our fans want everything and nothing. You know, if somebody doesn't play, they're moaning that they're playing. If they're playing, they're not playing well enough, they want them out. If we're not winning 4-0 with 20 minutes to go, people are talking about giving Man City the league. We go 1-0 up, we concede before half-time, and people are again ready to give up like there isn't a whole second half to play. We just need to keep doing what we're doing. Looking after our own results, trying to pick up the wins. Doesn't have to be pretty at this point, it just has to be effective. And at the end of the game today, when the ref blew the final whistle, we were 3-1 up and we take the points. And that's good enough for me. Who would you drop when Salah is back? Diaz or Jota, one of those two. Probably, it's a toss-up. One of the two of them. I'd keep playing Darwin. I think we're better with him in the team. So I know it's frustrating at times and I know he needs to be better, but I think you got to play Diaz and Mo when they're both fit. Darwin looked tired at the end. Well, he's got a whole week to rest up, Meech, to be fair. So, you know, he should be all right to go by the time we travel to Brentford next week. Add Jordan to that, as in Simon Jordan. Look, if you ever want to know whether there are some people in the world who don't like English people, Simon Jordan's the answer. He's everything arrogant and annoying that some people dislike about English people. It's not the majority of English people, by the way, because 99% of you English people are absolutely A1. But he is just arrogance personified, and I don't think he's as clever as he thinks he is, especially when he's speaking about boxing and he's trying to tell Eddie Hearn more about an industry that Eddie's forgotten more about than Piers Morgan will ever know. So, or not Piers Morgan, Simon Jordan. Delighted, now in all seriousness, delighted Simon Jordan recovered from his battle with cancer. That's brilliant to hear, and I wish him a full health. But I think he's an arrogant arsehole, if I'm being honest. Darwin has come a long way from a must drop to a must have. Even when people were saying must drop, he was still somebody that when he played was impacting games and we were winning it. Just look at the statistics to show our results when he's in the team. We're better with Darwin playing. All of Trent's great attributes and attacking and all, excuse me, I'm going to start it again, Sam. All of Trent's great attributes are attacking and all of his bad ones are defensive. Please make it make sense and use him in an attacking role. Yeah, I think for me, if Conor Bradley's fit right now, Conor Bradley plays at right back. What that means and where Trent goes from there, look, that's up to Jurgen to figure out. But we are 100%, in my opinion, stronger and more secure and better looking with Conor Bradley in the right back position at the moment. That's how I feel about it. I would suspect that's how a lot of you guys feel about it. And I think it just gives us better balance. and less of a hole to cover, because it's asking a lot of Kanade or Kwanzaa or whoever's the right-sided centre-back to cover that ground. So, yeah, I think definitely if Bradley's back fit, I'd like to see him playing. Carlos Davis, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Craig, imagine there was a group with Ireland, England, Finland and Scotland. That would be an epic group. I mean, look, England, Ireland in the Nations League, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. What do I think of Elliott? Look, you know, a lot of people accuse me of a lot of things, but nobody will ever be able to accuse me of being a Harvey Elliott hater, because I've been a fan of his from day one. I can understand sometimes people don't see everything that he does or what he brings to a game, but he is just efficiency personified. He just is. He very rarely gives the ball away. Popping up with assists. Really helped us wrestle back control of that game today and coming out 3-1 victors. So yeah, I think Harvey Elliott deserves any praise that comes his way today, as does Diaz, as does Motoro Endo, Diogo Jota. Fair play. Meach said, I'm loving this title race, Craig. Yeah, it's going to be fun. You know, I can't remember the last time we had a real multi-team title race in the Premier League. And Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City are all well placed to make this a very exciting last few months of the season. Elliott gets better and better, said Malcolm Billington. Peter Giles said, can Conor Bradley ever play for Ireland? No, Northern Ireland. I think he's already played the required 3 or 4 games or whatever it is before you can switch allegiances. But no, Conor Bradley is a Northern Irish international. Do I know a bloke named Peter Darcy? He's Irish and definitely a doppelganger. Lives in Australia though. I don't actually know anybody called Peter Darcy, no. My doppelganger. So there's another handsome bastard out there somewhere. Well done, Peter. Let's see if Arsenal can finally beat West Ham. Yeah, I hope they don't. But let's wait and see what happens. I mean, it's going to be another long wait now till next Saturday till we get to play Brentford. But if we can win that game, which I think will be a tricky one, you know, it's not an easy place to go. Even in pre-season, we never had tried Trent in the KDB role. He's perfect for that. Just amazes me why we never played him there, said Sam. Thank you very much again for your super chat, Sam. You're very kind. And yeah, let's wait and see. You know, Trent can impact the games really well from the middle of the park. We know about the lad's range of passing and ability, so Jurgen has to figure it out. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. Whoever thinks Trent is no longer the first choice right back, not sure we can find room in midfield now. Well, then he gets dropped. That sounds so harsh, I know. But I don't think he's our best right back at the moment. So if Jurgen can't find a way to fit him into midfield, then I don't know. It's a good headache. It's a good problem to have, but I don't have the answer. Who starts for Ireland, Kelleher or Bazunu? It's Bazunu's shirt at the moment, so I don't know if the new Irish manager will have a different take on it. We'll have to wait and see. Is Trent injured or ill? Believe it was an injury prevention or an injury caution that he was taken off at half time. Do you think Klopp has lost confidence in Gravenberch? He should have, because he hasn't been playing that well. So not at all surprised to see him not start the game today. I thought he was horrible against Arsenal. I'm not writing him off yet. He's got plenty of time to turn it around. He's still only 21 years of age. But he doesn't deserve to be starting at the minute. So neither does Gakpo. So yeah, that's my honest assessment of that. Right, my friends, I'm going to go record the player ratings video. And again, the social media reaction video. So do keep an eye out for them coming out soon. Again, want to say so many thanks to our sponsors, Manscaped. Don't forget the all-new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra featuring this baby, the Lawnmower 5.0 and this, the Weed Whacker 2.0. You can get them both with 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com using our discount code Anfield20 or scanning the QR code on screen. And thank you to Manscaped for their incredible support. We wouldn't be able to do it without them, but also We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys showing up, commenting, putting in likes, showing some love. Do hit the subscribe button before you head off. We'd love to see those numbers hit 241, and then we can officially start the countdown to 250,000 Anfield Agenda family members. Have a wonderful Saturday, my friends. Myself and Adam will be back on top of the league tomorrow for Aston Villa versus Manchester United from about 4 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you to Connor, Ben, and everybody behind the scenes as well. Thank you to you guys for showing up. Love you all to bits. Great to be back with you today. I really missed you last week. And yeah, enjoy it. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.